A Saugus High School student wins big in a national contest. Hello, I'm Ryan Haslam with your SCV Newsbreak for Monday, May 7th. Saugus High School senior Cameron Kwan took home first place in a national science-themed video competition for his video titled Saving with Solar. More than 260 student-produced videos were submitted to the Calvi Foundation's Save the World Through Science and Engineering video contest. The winners were awarded in a ceremony hosted by Bill Nye, the science guy himself, as part of the USA Science and Engineering Festival held in Washington, D.C. Kwan took home the grand prize of $2,000. You can watch his video online now at scvnews.com. Old Town Newhall proved it really knows how to celebrate Mexican independence. The second annual Taste of Cinco de Mayo attracted thousands to Main Street Saturday afternoon, where dancers performed to live music and folks enjoyed fresh Mexican flair. SCV Latino Chamber of Commerce President Bill Miranda says the event is all about family and diversity.
It's a celebration of diversity, democracy, and freedom. It's very vital for the community to recognize and enjoy diversity in the community. It's very important for the Newhall community to have something in the Newhall area.
You can see more of Taste of Cinco de Mayo video and interviews this week on Around Town. Tune into SCV TV Wednesday night at 8:30 or log on to scvtv.com. Coming up, food, wine, and entertainment. Find out what drew thousands of SCV residents to Valencia for a great cause.
This SCV Newsbreak is brought to you in part by Frontier Toyota.
Need a truck that's dependable? Hurry into your Toyota dealer and get an amazing deal on Tundra, ranked most dependable large pickup for the 7th straight year. And now, get 0% APR financing on a new 2012 Tundra during Toyota's Save in May sales event. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a complimentary plan that includes oil changes, roadside assistance, and more.
Toyota's Save in May sales event won't last long. So what are you waiting for?
Hurry in today.
A deadly weekend on Santa Clarita Valley roads concluded with 4 traffic fatalities, 2 involving motorcycles. Dean Lally of Saugus died Friday night when his motorcycle collided head-on with an oncoming vehicle on San Francisco Canyon Road. And early Saturday morning, Daniel Diaz of Valencia lost control of his motorcycle on and near Osage Ridge Road and Mulberry Glen Drive in Saugus. He fatally struck a mailbox and then hit the curb. On Sunday morning on Highway 14 north of Red Rover Mine Road, a Palmdale driver of a Cadillac crossed from the southbound into the northbound lane and struck the San Jacinto driver of a 2008 Dodge head-on. Both drivers were killed and their passengers were also injured in the accident. The Assistance League is patting itself on the back after a successful charity fun run held Sunday morning. The Operation School Bell 5K run brought in over $30,000 for the nonprofit Assistance League of Santa Clarita. They help clothe the impoverished children for school. The Assistance League believes children perform better in school when they can enjoy the positive self-image that new, clean clothing can provide. Well, the William S. Hart School District is turning to the web to further their efforts to educate parents on teen, drug, and alcohol use and abuse. A free online webinar will be available Tuesday evening at 6:15. The webinar will focus on drugs being used by students in local neighborhoods, including prescription pain medications and marijuana, as well as the new synthetic cannabinoids such as K2 spice. Alcohol and opiates like heroin and OxyContin will also be covered. And now for the weather. Warm temperatures today, but plenty of sunshine as we make our way through the spring. We had a high of 91 in Santa Clarita today, 80 in San Fernando, 66 in Ventura. Today marks the beginning of a heat wave as temperatures progress into the low 90s Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll see highs in the upper 80s Thursday and Friday, and much of the same going on into the weekend. And we now have Dave Caldwell here to give us our latest on our local sports scene. Dave?
Well, the College of the Canyons women's softball team, ranked #1 in the state and the #1 seed in the Southern California postseason, had a bit of a scare this weekend, but managed to win the regional playoff against Santa Barbara City College. The Cougars won the first of the best 2 out of 3 series 7-2, lost game 2 3-2, then came back to win the third game by a Mercy Rule score of 13-1. Cougars head coach John Wismeth said that as crazy as it sounds, losing that second game may be a blessing in disguise.
I'll tell you what, I was, funny as it sounds, I was glad we lost that first game. The reason why I say that is because we've gone 2 weeks without playing, and we needed some more work. And I felt we were definitely the better team. So and they played us tough that second game. Take my hat off to their pitchers, but here's the deal. Going into that second game today, you could see what we started doing, and that was hitting. We woke the bats up. We got the girls that feeling that we need going into this next round. The Super Regionals are going to be a heck of a lot tougher. You're going to have 4 of the best teams, of 8 teams that are going to be in the South, so we got to do work.
It was the first win for the Cougars in program history in the postseason. Now the Cougars advance to this weekend's Super Regional involving the Cougars, Riverside, Saddleback, and Southwestern. The double elimination tournament will be held at College of the Canyons this Friday through Sunday. And that's our look at sports.
Resident Tony Kaufman, Princess Cruises Senior Vice President of Commercial Affairs, has assumed a new responsibility for the line's worldwide shore operations. His new responsibilities include shore excursion operations, port operations, and passenger logistics in the more than 300 ports where Princess ships sail. Kaufman will continue his current role overseeing commercial transactions as well as onboard revenue. And further business information here, Metrolink CEO John Fenton announced his resignation Monday. Fenton is going east to be head of a Florida-based railroad company. During Fenton's 2 years as CEO, Metrolink introduced its first express train service, saving hours of time for commuters traveling to and from Los Angeles. The California Faculty Association walked out of negotiations with the California State University on Saturday after the CFA rejected the CSU's proposal. The two groups agreed to begin negotiations on a number of issues, including fee waivers. The next step in the bargaining process is the appointment of a fact-finding panel. This panel is made up of an outside neutral party who will hear arguments from both sides and then make a recommendation as to the merits of each proposal. To happier news here, food, wine, and good tunes filled the air at the Mann Biomedical Park Saturday as thousands of people took in the sights at this year's Taste of the Town event. The annual event raises money for the Santa Clarita Child and Family Center to benefit children and families with emotional issues or abuse.
This is our signature event, and it really is one of the most important events that we do all year. For 2 reasons. First of all, because of its great success, we do always net a wonderful profit for the kids. We work with foster children who are trying to settle into their adoptive homes. We work with children who are medicating themselves through drugs and alcohol to find the way to have success in their lives, in school and in their life.
Taste of the Town has served as the center's largest fundraiser for more than 20 years, inviting residents to enjoy a weekend of good weather and good food.
I come to this event every year, and for a very good reason. One is, there are so many great people out here. The people that you know throughout the community, everybody converges on it. This is the event of the year, and it's just fun to be here. And furthermore, it is such a great and worthy cause. Child and Family Center, we could not do without them here in Santa Clarita, so I'm just honored to be here.
That's all we have for you today. For more Santa Clarita news, log on to hometownstation.com or scvnews.com. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ryan Haslam.
This SCV Newsbreak is brought to you in part by Frontier Toyota.